15 million. That's exactly how many Americans are going to walk through the glass doors of a car dealership this year. They're going in with a lot of excitement, maybe a little anxiety, but mostly they're just hoping to drive away in a reliable vehicle. But here is the shocking reality we're uncovering today. Almost every single one of those 15 million people will be legally robbed, using clever, carefully engineered tricks that car dealers have literally been perfecting for decades.
So what does that actually look like in your wallet? Well, it looks exactly like this, $3,000 to $5,000. That is the exact amount the average American overpays every single time they buy a car. I mean, think about what you could do with an extra $5,000. That's months of rent, a massive chunk of a mortgage, or, an incredible family vacation. Instead, that money is just slipping right out of buyers' pockets and padding the dealership's bottom line. The stakes here are incredibly high, which is exactly why we're tearing down the curtain today.
Welcome to our ultimate explainer on defeating dealership traps. I am absolutely thrilled you're here because today we've got one clear mission. We are exposing the top dealership tricks so that you never get taken advantage of again. Whether you're buying a car tomorrow or, say, 5 years from now, the information we're going through right now is going to be your ultimate shield. We're breaking down the psychology, the math, and the hidden mechanics of the whole car buying process. Okay, let's dive right into our roadmap for today. We'll start with a dealership reality check, move into showroom floor financial traps, expose the finance office illusions, reveal the post-purchase financing scam, and wrap it all up with your dealership survival guide. Section 1. The dealership reality check. Yep, it's a completely rigged system. Moving right along to Section 2, showroom floor financial traps. This covers those crucial first interactions on the lot. Let's start by validating a feeling you've probably had every single time you set foot on a car lot. It's this confusing environment, right? The dealer holds all the cards. You're looking at cars, the salesperson is acting like your absolute best friend, and then, boom, they drop the trap. So how much can you afford per month? This is known as the monthly payment trap. Listen to me very carefully here. Never, ever answer this. The very moment you give them a monthly number, they completely control the negotiation. Why? Well, because if you say you can afford $400 a month, they'll magically hit that budget. But they'll do it by stretching your loan from 5 years way out to 7 years. They extend the term to hide the true cost of the car, and you end up paying up to $15,000 extra in pure interest over the life of that loan. No way. So, the crucial point here is your defense. You need to focus only on the total out-the-door price. Absolutely never negotiate based on monthly payments. When they ask what you want to pay per month, you just pivot. You say, you know what, I'm not worried about the monthly payment right now. Let's talk about the total out-the-door price of the vehicle. This forces them to negotiate on the actual value of the car, not on some manipulated loan term. And this brilliantly illustrates our next major hurdle, the trade-in trap. Imagine you have a car that you know for a fact is worth $15,000. The dealer looks at it, kind of shakes his head, and offers you $9,000. You're exhausted, you feel defeated, and you really just want the new car, so you accept. But what just happened there? Dealers look at a trade-in as a massive flashing sign that you were willing to burn money just for convenience. So not only do they lowball your trade-in, they actually raise the price of the new car to compensate. The fix? Keep them completely separate. Always sell your old cars separately on Facebook Marketplace, CarMax, or somewhere similar first. Never, ever combine your trade-in with your new purchase negotiation. All right, Section 3, the finance office illusions. Welcome to the back room. So you've agreed on a price, but now you're walked into a small back office with the finance manager. This is a room specifically designed to extract maximum profit from you when you're tired, you're hungry, and you literally just want to go home. Welcome to the hidden fees explosion. You saw a car advertised online for $25,000. You arrive super excited, you do the test drive, you say yes. But then you look at the final paperwork and the price is suddenly $28,000. Wait, where did that extra money come from? Well, it comes from things magically labeled dealer prep fee, documentation fee, market adjustment fee, and VIN etching. I really want you to understand that these fees are mostly completely fake. They are just creative ways the dealership invents to artificially inflate the price right at the moment of signing. And hey, if you've ever suspected these fees were a scam, you are absolutely right. In fact, this practice became so outrageous that the Federal Trade Commission actually had to step in. In March of 2026, the FTC issued a very specific, stern warning to 97 different dealerships across the country about these exact hidden fees. The government literally had to tell them to stop lying about the true cost of their vehicles. That's how widespread this illusion is. So how do you protect yourself from this hidden fee explosion? You have to be rigid. The fix is to demand the full, final, out-the-door price in writing before you ever agree to sit down in that finance office. Get it clearly documented out on the showroom floor. If you get to the back room and any new fee magically appears on that paperwork at signing, you stand up and you walk away immediately. The very moment you show you're willing to walk out the door, it's funny how those fake fees often just vanish into thin air. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is looking at where the dealership actually makes its biggest profit margins. This brings us to the last-minute add-ons. You're still sitting in that finance office, you negotiated hard on the car, you successfully avoided the fake fees, and you're feeling pretty good. Then they start sliding these extras across the desk. An extended warranty for $3,000, paint protection for $800, gap insurance for $600. They are directly leveraging your exhaustion. You've been there for hours, you just want to go home, so a lot of people just nod and say yes. Listen, do not fall for the exhaustion add-ons. Here is the fix, and it's incredibly simple. Say an absolute, unwavering no to every single add-on in that finance office. Just say no to the whole shebang. Why? Because you can always buy these exact same services, whether it's an extended warranty or gap insurance, way cheaper somewhere else later, usually through your own bank or a third-party provider. Just don't buy them under pressure in that back room. Section 4, the post-purchase financing scam, also known as the yo-yo trap. Okay, this is the final boss of the dealership obstacle course, and it is arguably the most insidious trick of them all. Why? Because it happens after you've already signed the papers and driven the car off the lot. It's called the yo-yo financing scam. Here's how it plays out. Day 1, you sign the papers, they hand you the keys, and you drive home happy. Day 3, the dealer calls you with bad news, claiming your financing somehow fell through due to an error or the bank changing their mind. Then, day 4, they tell you that you have to come back and sign a new contract, but surprise, surprise, it's at a much higher interest rate. This is purely an emotional trap. The car is already sitting in your driveway, your kids love it, the neighbors have seen it. The embarrassment and hassle of giving it back is so high that most people just sigh and sign the new incredibly expensive contract. This one scam alone costs Americans thousands of dollars every single year. Let's move to the fix and see how this builds your ultimate defense. Always get pre-approved financing from your own bank or credit union before you ever visit any dealership. Period. When you walk in with a check from your own bank, the dealer is completely cut out of the financing equation. The financing literally can't fall through because they aren't the ones providing it. When you bring your own money, the dealership has absolutely zero leverage over you. And finally, Section 5, your dealership survival guide. Time to build your ultimate shield. We have covered a massive amount of ground today, unmasking the darkest corners of the car business. So let's bring it all together. Think of this as your ultimate cheat sheet. Actually, take a screenshot right now so you can keep it in your pocket. Here are your 5 unbreakable rules. Rule number 1, never discuss monthly payments, only the total cost. Rule number 2, demand the out-the-door price in writing and walk away from any fake fees. Rule number 3, sell your trade-in separately to maximize its value. Rule number 4, get pre-approved financing first so they have zero leverage. And rule number 5, say a firm no to all backroom add-ons. By utilizing these secrets, you're instantly ahead of 99% of buyers out there. And hey, sharing these fixes with a friend or family member who's about to buy a car could literally save them thousands of dollars today. So I'll leave you with this final thought as we wrap up this explainer. You now know their playbook. You see the traps, and more importantly, you hold the fixes. The next time you step through those dealership doors, you aren't a target anymore. You are a fully educated buyer. So are you ready to take the driver's seat, outsmart the system, and keep your hard-earned money exactly where it belongs? Armed with these slides and this knowledge, I know for sure